Shalom, this is G-Man Solid Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Of honors to the elder apostle of GMS, great millstone, for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, spreading this word is sincere and in truth. This is going to be a quick news update, GMS news update, concerning the prophecy coming to pass. Actually, two prophecies. The one is that economic collapse is about to take place, and of course, with that economic collapse, you're gonna have other prophecies coming to pass too. But you know, uh, first off, just focusing on this, and basically the prophecy that evolves around this thing that's popping off right now is that Europe is gonna go against America, man. And you see, like it says here, hostile tones from Europe going towards America, mainly towards Trump for all the strange moves and strange actions that he's making. So this is RT.com with a newly published news article on June the 7th. Today is June the 8th. So that was yesterday night. It says no leader is forever. Macron, which is the president of France, strikes hostile tone against Trump, says US can be kicked out of the G7. Now the G7, are these big countries that gather to a summit, to talk about certain things, and which was coming up in Canada, which was the upcoming G7 in Canada. But now Macron says this: if Donald Trump doesn't care about being isolated, then G7 may be better being G6, says Emmanuel Macron. The French president slammed US counterpart for unproductive tariffs and preventing other nations from dealing with Iran. So unproductive tariffs going into the economy, man. Y'all brothers probably have seen the latest news articles about Donald Trump, putting sanctions and tariffs, out there for metal and aluminum, the prices and deals that America has with all these countries, with Europe, with Mexico, Canada, China. So Donald Trump making this move doesn't make the European countries happy, included these other countries, man. But yeah, the prophecy is about Europe and America. So I'm gonna go into that. But first and foremost, I'm gonna show you that this whole problem concerning the economy, that it's getting unproductive, that the prices are getting too high, that it's not normal no more, goes into this economy which is about to collapse, which is prophesied in the Bible. So this is Ecclesiasticus. It's like Ecclesiastes in the Bible, 12:3. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Now, like it says, the keepers of the house. Who are the keepers of the house? The people that are busy with the economy, the traders. And what is this tariff war, so to speak, all about? About trading, man. Trading the aluminum, trading the metals. It's all about trading. So the keepers of the house are basically trembling because they see that the nonsense that Donald Trump is doing is affecting trading from country to country. Now if we look up the word economy, if we look up the word economy in the etym online website I use quite often, you know, to go into the root of the word. If we look up the word economy, let's see, because you have different ones, you know. So it says economy, a term advertising at first meant simply cheaper, then bigger, and thus cheaper per unit or amount. Economy, okay. This is the one I needed. Economy, household, household management, from Latin oikonomia. You see? Oikonomos, manager, steward, from oikos, house, abode, dwelling. So what did we just read over here? Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house, we just read the meaning of house goes into economy. The keepers of the economy shall tremble. So that time is coming now, man. You see all these uproars about the economy, about the trading, you know. We are approaching the day that the keepers of the house shall tremble. The keepers of the economy, like we see here, economy going into oikos, which means house, shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, and the grinders cease, the workers. You know, so a time is coming that there ain't gonna be no work, man. Cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Who are those that look out of the windows? The keepers of the house. You know, the people that watch over the trade, the people that, you know, the traders, the economic, you know, people. They are busy with the trade markets and stuff like that. So they're gonna be darkened because they see shit is going down, man. You know, the dollar is gonna collapse, the euro, you know. Then they're gonna try something called digital currency. You know, they're also already busy with that. You know, you got these cryptocurrencies, you know, and we know this society is gonna become cashless very soon, man. So that's when these cryptocurrencies are gonna be uplifted even more. So we know that's all working towards the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip that the Bible speaks about, Revelation chapter 13. You know, reading on, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know, so the time is coming that this economy is going to collapse, and we can already see this prophecy coming to pass. You know, when we look at this event right here, man. So Macron is striking, is bringing a hostile strike towards Donald Trump, man. It seemed that there was all these it seemed that they was you know, good partners and brothers, but you see now Macron is striking towards Donald Trump because he's making bullshit moves, man. You know, so the French president slammed US counterpart for unproductive tariffs and preventing other nations from dealing with Iran. When reporters asked Macron on Thursday if the problem with Trump was that he didn't care about being isolated, but Macron struck a hostile tone, reminding the media that no president is forever. Oh, no president is forever. The six countries of the G7 without the United States are a bigger market taken together than the American market. So that's a threat right there. Macron is reminding Donald Trump that if the G6, if the six countries of Europe is standing together, they are a bigger market than with America alone, man. The G7 without the United States are a bigger market than taken together than the American market, Macron said, standing alongside Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Maybe the American president doesn't care about being isolated today, but we don't mind being six if needs be. Macron comments come as the leaders of the G7 countries are preparing to meet at a trade summit in Canada, which analysts expect will turn into a showdown on trade deals. You see, so it's all about this economy. It's all about money. You see, because Donald Trump is playing with the money. Donald Trump is playing with the things, with the ways that was common, but he wants to change them now. Like we saw when he became president, he changed more things in like a month than that President Barack Obama did in his whole career. So he's about change, man. He's about changing things and basically changing the course of the ship until it capsizes. And the Most High is putting the spirit upon him to do so, because we want this ship to go down, man. We want America to go down, you know. And this is all part of it, man. Europe getting angry at at um at the US, man. And here another article, man. Europe should stand up to US threats and defend interests. Ex-Australian counselor tells RT. You know, so and Europe is about to do that, man. You know, so even Australia is like, man, Europe needs to stand up, man. Europe needs to stand up against America, because up till now, Europe has been, you know, the sucking the titty of America, man. But you know, even other countries are saying like, yeah, man, Europe, you shouldn't allow this to happen, man. The things that Donald Trump is trying to do. So it's about to be a showdown in Canada, the upcoming summit that they're gonna have. Given Trump's repeated insistence that the US has the worst trade deals ever made, the French leader also slammed Trump's recent decision to impose import tariffs on steel and aluminum from Europe, Canada, and Mexico. I would like to say, Mr. Trump, that the measures taken are counterproductive, meaning it's not productive at all, man. He's taking down the ship, which the Most High put in the spirit upon him to do so, man. And there are news articles concerning his own people of Donald Trump, that they are talking about what is this guy doing, man. Most of the time, this dude is flapping his mouth, and his people on his side, they don't even know about it, man. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing, man? You know, I would like to say, Mr. Trump, that the measures taken are counterproductive. We can't engage in a trade war against friends, he said, while branding the US move as unliteral and illegal. A trade war doesn't spare anyone. It will start first of all to hurt the US workers. US workers. But they would just read the grinders. And the grinders cease because they are few. When there is not gonna when there is no trade, people don't have to work because nothing is being traded. If there are no ships coming into the harbor with all kinds of trading material from other countries, then there's no need for people to be at the harbor. because nothing is coming in. So the grinders shall cease because they are few, you know. So it's gonna affect the workers, like it says here. It will start first of all to hurt the U.S. workers, and the cost of raw materials will rise, and the industries will become less competitive, Macron warned. Macron had previously attempted to strike a more conciliatory, it's lucky if I'm saying it wrong, man, conciliatory tone with Trump, and was even dubbed the Trump Whisperer by some in the media. Now he went on to say there would be no world hegemony. There would be no world hegemony, and that the 6 other countries, excluding the US, represent a real force at the international level today. So they are already excluding the US, man. You know, which the point is, this all goes into the prophecy that Europe is gonna stand against the America, man. Which we have this picture. Did I delete it? Man, I deleted it, I think. We have this picture about the horn, man. The beast with the horns. Let me go grab it real quick. Gone. So this picture, set up by GMS, Great Millstone. The beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. The 7 heads, 7 governments are kingdoms ruled by Esau. So you see the 7 heads: Germania Minor, the Romans, the French, Spanish, Germania Minor, Major and Minor, the British, the Greeks. But then you have the 10 horns: Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Portugal, England and Ireland, West Germany. Now, I'm not gonna go into the breakdown of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, but I'm gonna give you the 10 horns, which you see represent the European countries. So going into the scripture, Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Now who's the whore? The whore is America, man. You know, and America is up till now grinding a stankin' ass pussy upon this beast, sitting upon their faces and shit. But soon these horns and these heads are gonna have enough of it, man. And you already see this happening. This G6 is turning at the last 7th part, man, which is America, which is this whore, thinking that she can do whatever she wants. That's gonna stop, because like you see here, this dragon is able to slay this little nothing, man, with ease. And that's what Macron also said, like the market of the European market is much stronger than this American market by itself, man. So we don't have to worry. We as Europe, we don't have to worry. If this straight war keeps going on, the first one that is gonna feel it is America, man. Because America needs Europe with trading. You see? So going back to the scripture, and the 10 horns, which is the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So these shall make her desolate, no work, no nothing, no income. The economy is gonna collapse, eat her flesh, and eventually burn her with fire, man. Which we know the fire is talking about the nuclear missiles, man. The nuclear missiles. So it's gonna come to a point that Europe is gonna shoot missiles at America too, man. all because of the bullshit that America's doing right now, man, and causing problems, even with Europe and Iran, man, because the US is saying that you see, Trump should not prevent other people from keeping Iran deal, because America thinks he's this big boss and can say to the other European countries like, yeah, y'all need to cut down the deal too. No, man. Hey, Macron says Trump cannot prevent other people from keeping the deal. Because another GMS update that I did was concerning the deal that Donald Trump was cutting out, and in that video, you had this dude Emmanuel Macron saying like, yeah, he doesn't think that Donald Trump is gonna step out of the deal. Eventually, he did. So now he's flabbergasted, so to speak, and he has to come with his own. He has to come up with his own ideas, man. So this G7 or maybe G6, which is gonna come in Canada, it's gonna be like it said. What did it say? Turn into a showdown on trade deals, given Trump's repeated insistence that the US has the worst trade deals ever made. You see, so all about war, which war is about money. All about the economy, which the economy is about money. So prophecies are coming to pass. Like I said, the economic collapse is coming to pass, and Europe going against America is coming to pass, man. So with that, call Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which means all praises to Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai, His Son. Double honors to the elder apostle, Great Millstone, for teaching us His truth, and that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word is saying the truth. Shalom.